and welcome to the fourth watch, mighty friends. On this final day of preparation for Yom KippUr, the transfiguration, that joyous day of Elijah and Moses standing alongside your right and your left, shoulders joined, each right upon the left, and each left upon its right, each pair, one to watch the other, that the sanctification of the Father's name would be Malkut. Can you dig that mystery? The revelation made known this very day, this very night, for you all in the land of the free, the home of the brave, all those down there by the San Jacinto fault. Let's not forget about what happened at the San Andreas fault. Just a touch above, just a little bit above, that big, tall, pricking tower in Texas, that's fixing to be turned upside down and shoved down the mouth of them all. But love and kindness rules the day. Let the love of the everlasting Father be seen in your love for your brother. As you stand in Mystery Babylon with the grace of the everlasting Father, His Son in your heart and mind, the Mashiach, living the flesh you have upon your dry bones. Let the sinew come forth. Let everything be made manifest this day. May all the earth rejoice. May all the little children, crank up their motors this day. It's time to back out of the driveway and get to work, y'all. The Father's perfect timing has been revealed before you all in this everlasting moment, now and forever upon us all. All those that believe, in the hope of glory, the government on the shoulders of his body, that the nuts would fall, and as they make their noise on the little tin rooftops, the snow-capped mountains, may the ear, the feathers flock around the golden eagles, that they can hear, and then from miles and miles and miles away, even when they were young, they could see, and they could taste the salt upon that unclean thing, even on their lips. And it could be removed, that it would not be a snare to the fowls of the air, the fish of the sea, wild or tame beasts of the earth. That the birds, the birds would sing and rejoice this day. In your heart and in your everlasting moment. Speak the words of life. Sing Deuteronomy 32. Understand what it really means. It reveals Mystery Babylon, this world that you do not see, this unseen world. How can a world be unseen? How can anything be real and you can't see it, huh? Well, I'll tell you why and how. Just look in your hand right now. And you may see a communication device that moves in the unseen realm. You may have even noticed, you probably never did, some never will, that the emblem, the symbolism laid upon it all, an apple once bitten. Do you remember what that is? Do you remember what that was? The original sin. The greatest craftsman of deceivers of all men and women especially, deceived the women that they would deceive their men's hearts forever. This is it. This is the last train coming through the line, y'all. Mighty Father's calling. Y'all better start running alongside that steel rail. 'Cause that lonely whistle's blowing. I hope it blows your blues away. Shema Israel. Yom KippUr. These last 10 days filled with awe. Were you too blind to see it? Were you thrown out into the streets of Mystery Babylon and trampled on, for there was no flavor in your salt? And no honey upon your lips? Only beasts of burden and flocks of, mallard heads. But I've seen the Catawba worm, inching up the tree. Nothing would stop it. It just keeps on going. Kind of like that Energizer bunny that seeks to corrupt your heart and mind with its subliminal messages. Turn away from Mystery Babylon. Commit your life to the everlasting. And if you love the truth more than your next breath, and give your whole life to live everlasting upon the earth, never seeking to save it, only giving it freely for the brothers that are blind, that you seek to reveal the kingdom of heaven. Yea, not by cunning words, but by a demonstration of our love for the Son. Yea, and our hearkening and our work to endeavor to persevere, serving with impeccable precision the words of the everlasting Father and His Son, yea, a glory made flesh in your heart and mind, yea. Mystery Babylon, hidden in Deuteronomy 32. Learn it. Revelation 15. Learn them both. Go to Beth Peor and look for the rod of iron and all the mighty marines that are gathering there. Yea, even on the Sabbath day in the Veterans Memorial Park, you'll see their children dance and sing there. Yea, an everlasting delight seen by their grandest of fathers and their youngest of their greatest and grandest of sons. Yea, I hope you're part of it all. Yea, part of the remnant, those that can hear, and even though they may not understand the words that we share, they know in their heart that it's meant to be this way. But there's something within them that says, yea, the Spirit upon this man, yea, is the everlasting teacher that each of us seek to live each and every moment of our carnal mind, yea, radiating not the 5 or 6% that it is limited by, but all of the anointed Son's mind, that 94% that the carnal mind think, and therefore they are, yea, in darkness and never can see the true radiance of delight within it. The Father sitting upon His mercy seat, radiating the majesty upon the earth, yea, being our Father's greatest delight upon the earth. One of the remnant, a little molecule of the whole, yea. Study the Word every day, for if you do not awaken in the fourth watch, pray on 2 bended knees to the everlasting for forgiveness of all your sins in a manner in which you forgive everyone that sins against you, yea, your family, yea, all of Israel, the great city of Jerusalem, all the elect hosts, and all those called and chosen from this moment forward. Yeah, that the living Word made flesh would be in their hearts, that their sifting would be made swift and sweet and complete, that darkness could never even cast their eyes upon this righteous man, and his brethren. Yea, the us of the we. Yea, the everlasting ones, raising the sons of love. Yea, like no other generation that has ever been, like no one else in this current generation, and that there was no one else that will ever be like any of you ever again. This is the everlasting moment that the Word, living as a revelation in your heart, reveals as Emet, truth, living forever, yea, in the hearts and minds of our sons. What's that? You hear those old boys calling? Hey, Brother TC. Hey, well, let's get the word out between our hands, brother. Come on. Come on. What's Ezra got to say? Nehemia still got a few more gates, a few more pins, yea, a few more swings of the hammer to go. Yea, don't you know? Oh, such a beautiful gate in the tabernacle of David. Yea, the immortal king. Yea, the transport carrier of the ark. The mercy seat of the Father. Everlasting love of the Son in heaven and upon the earth. Yea, O Ezra and Nehemiah, yea, even like Nehemia in the eye of the earth. Let us march up the hill, yea, that the troops can hear the words of everlasting in their hearts. Yea, let us go through the gate together with our King forever. Oh, mighty high priest, come in my heart as I come across the threshold. I take dominion over all the earth in this moment, for in this day, as every threshold I cross, I let me stomp it and take dominion over all the earth and everything in it. In any willing vessel you send me into and out of, yea, that the door would close behind you. Yea, nice and soft, ready to come in and out of the door. Yeah, even at a moment's notice. It could still happen. Yea, it could happen now and forevermore. It will for those that believe in the everlasting. Yea, the everlasting of the living word in a man's heart, in a man's mind. Yea, hallelujah, Jehovah, and the everlasting glory of his Son. Yea. Now, after all these things, after all these things, mighty friends, the reign of Artaxerxes, king of Persia, Ezra, son of Sariah, son of Azariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Shallum, son of Zadok, son of Ahihud, son of Amariah, son of Azariah, son of Meriroth, son of Zerahiah, son of Uzi, son of Bucky, son of Abishai, son of Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron, the chief priest. This Ezra went up from Babylon, and he was a scribe skilled like no other in the law of Moshe. When mighty Yahovah, God of Israel, had given all the gifts in many double portions upon his heart and mind, yea, all he could dare eat, and the king granted him all he requested, because the hand of mighty Yahovah his God was upon him, yea, even now upon you all, the we of the us, of the everlasting moments for each passers by. Yea, say Emet, and mean it from your heart with love of the word everlasting. Don't fall into this snare. Don't have your mind speaking lies while you say you live for him. Him who? Who is the name of your God? You don't even know it. Why would I listen to you? You worship God your fathers didn't even know. That's what the word of everlasting says. I look around. All the earth is twisted. Weavers work on us all. Some of the sons of Israel and some of the priests, our brothers the Levites, the singers, the gatekeepers, and the temple bondservants went up to Jerusalem in the 7th year of King Artaxerxes. Do you hear? Well, write this down. Ezra chapter 8. Start in the ace and go to 20. Yeah, like I-20 in Texas. Yeah, right on by. Right on by the burning bush. Yeah. First Monday. Yeah. Trade day. Yeah. That lamp, may its wick never burn again. Yeah. By the everlasting Father, in his perfect time, may he reveal the power he made for even the poorest man of all, that he may live everlasting not in Mystery Babylon, but in the world created, the 1,000-year season before us all. And he came to Jerusalem in the 5th month. Oh, that's in the summer, y'all. I bet he's looking to fill his bushel basket when he comes, which is in the 7th year of the king. For on the 1st of the 1st month, yea, those that guard the month of the Aviv, he began to go up from Babylon. And on the 1st of the 5th month, he came to Jerusalem, because the good hand of his God, yea, upon him always, yea, that the world would think he's crazy, for he walks and lives in the spiritual mind. Yea. Fear not, little children of light. Yea. Let your bones be made fat. Yea. Let you play and build the Legos, yea, before your grandest of fathers, yea, giving him great delight, you know. For Ezra had set his heart to study the law of Mighty Jehovah, and to practice it, and to teach statutes and ordinances in Israel, yea, in the hearts of all that rule and reign with Mighty Jehovah, yea, that have the love and the grace of his everlasting glory, Yehoshua, his son, in their hearts. A king makes a decree on behalf of Ezra. Now, this is the copy of the decree which King Artaxerxes gave to Ezra the priest, the scribe, learned one in the word, yea, and in the commandments of the everlasting, and his statutes to Israel. Artaxerxes, King of Kings. Yea, that's with the little K's. Lots of K's, y'all. You know what I mean. Watch where you step. Even the donkey's manure has stench upon the leather in your shoe. Ezra, yea, Artaxerxes, King of Kings, to Ezra the priest, the scribe of the law of the God of heaven, perfect peace, yea, for you all. And now, the iEYES have issued a decree that any of the people of Israel and their priests and the Levites in the everlasting Son's kingdom, the Mashiach, the Mashiach of everlasting in between the roll and the rock in your soul. Yea, the everlasting kingdom, who are willing to go to Jerusalem, yea, may each one go with us. In the Father's perfect time, the Word made flesh, living and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. Yea, that very blade, the only blade that can circumcise on the 8th day. Yea, and that whatever despicable thing had ever been thought or done be bound and cast into the abyss this day for 1,000 years, and 1,000 years with our Father Mighty Yahovah rejoicing in just this one day. Well, let us say thank you to the everlasting Father, yea, the King of kings, mighty Yehoshua, that he has put forth, yea, this decree. For as much as you, the we of us, are sent by the King and his 7 counselors to inquire concerning Yehuda and Jerusalem according to the law of Mariahovah, which is in your very hand, and to bring the silver and gold which the king and his counselors have freely offered to the God of Israel, whose dwelling is in you, the us of Jerusalem, yea, the spiritual tribes, yea, that move in ways of everlasting before the blindness of all the earth. With all the silver and gold which we find in the whole province of Babylon, along with the free will offering of the people and of the priests who offered willingly for the house of their God, Mighty Yehovah, which is in Jerusalem. Yea, with this money, therefore you shall diligently buy bulls, rams, and lambs, and their grain offerings, and their drink offerings, and offer them on the altar of the house, yea, the temple, the very tabernacle of your God, which is in, yea, when you, the we of us, are in Jerusalem, the 5th month of the 7th year. Ezra and Nehemia, yea, I know Ezra will be there. Let's hope, yeah, Nehemia finishes his work. Yeah, that All the hinges, have golden anointing oil on their pins. That the needles erected around the earth, the spires of wickedness before the blindness of the... What are they, Father? The sheep. The yearling lambs without spot or blemish, that you may be seen by the lion dancing joyously, playfully, a little baby lamb upon the side of the green pasture hill this very day. Run down, little brother, little child of light, into the water. Dance and play. Run up and down. Let your hooves dig into the sea side. The beach of evermore. Seven counselors. Buy all this stuff. And offer them on the altar of the house of your God. Ezra 7:17. What does that really mean? I'm going to tell you plainly. In this moment, you may never hear it again. What seems good to you and to your brothers to do with the rest of the silver and gold, you may do according to the will of your God. All right. Now that's what 7:18 says. Whatever seems good to us and to our brothers. Oh, hallelujah, mighty Father, for the word everlasting. So let's study this one more time. What mystery Babylon is bound by the everlasting glory upon the earth to do for the elect hosts of heaven. The remnant rising up, the rock and roll army this very day. With all the silver and gold which you find in the whole province of Babylon, along with the free will offering of the people and of the Levite priests. The priest of Melchizedek, a priest of righteousness. Those who long to be, with a big E on the end. That's the everlasting glory hidden inside your heart as you walk before the eyes of blind men. Everlasting. This world and everything in it will pass away. But the word, it will not pass away. And when it's living and alive, made flesh in your heart and mind, the free will offering of the people and of these priests, all those who offered willingly for the house of Mighty Jehovah, to be raised in Jerusalem. I say, to be raised in the hearts of all the men of the earth, all the fathers of the faith, all the chosen who've lived 40 years in the wilderness, some even 42 like me, before the lightning bolt, weaved in and out of the singers' hearts and minds. With all this money, therefore you shall diligently buy bulls, rams, and lambs, with their grain offerings and their drink offerings, and offer them on the altar of the house, which is in Jerusalem. So we take all of this stuff from all of the people, the priests, everything we find in all the province, silver and gold is ours. Now that doesn't mean to be a big U and a big N kind of head about this stuff and be unrighteous about it and inherit the curse and not the blessing because you're too carnal. Walk in the 94% and have 4, 5, maybe 6%, just right there to appear for all those who couldn't do so in any other way. It's not for the physical temple, mighty friend, unless you see the physical temple as in each man's heart and mind. This willing vessel, this thing given to each of us for 120 years, that if we live in the divine nature of the 94% mind, we live for 1,000 years upon the earth. Not only the 120 that the Word says that we will live, but look to the end of the book. Our everlasting glory together, the we of the us with our Father's glory and His Son's blood in each of our hearts and minds. The living Word made flesh, not in something that is to come, but in you, brother. You, grandfather. You, greatest of all grandfathers. This is why you lived through it all. Only you understand. Only you can save your sons. Only you can give that woman you love what she's longed for her whole life. The hovering of Elijah and the Spirit of everlasting birthed, the pouring forth of oil, into all the sons of everlasting, from the fathers of everlasting, all the ones who stand for all the ones that gave all, like Yehoshua, even the ones who had the sweet water, the grandest and greatest of all time. The Father of lights revealed them unto me, that I can reveal them unto you all. What do I mean? A mystery for you. go to Sweetwater, Texas, and go round about the square 7 times and read one side and one hand and one portion. Yea, it all starts on the left and then is read to the right. The outside first, then the inside second, and then the brilliance of the revelation, Yehoshua. Yea, hearing you knock, opening the door, giving you all you ask, yea, more than you ever hoped or ever desired, yea, the Father's love once more. So, let us rejoice this day in what we are about to receive. Also, the utensils which are given to you for the service of the house of Mariahovah, deliver in full before the God of Jerusalem the rest of the needs of the house of your God, for which you may have occasion to provide. Provide from the royal treasury. Well, the poor man has things to send the rich man. The rich man knows he needs the poor man to send him these things. So he waved unto the poor man, and he set a white stone out along the way. Yea, he didn't understand at first. Yea, as each passerby, yea, for over 100 years went by that white rock, and no one dared place their hand upon it. No one, well, only a few ever sat down, yea, or prayed, kneeled over it. I hope you'll find it, yea, turning the light on right outside the gate. Yea, that place where the rock goes upside the head of those that stay next door. Yea, thank you, mighty Father. Yea, for King Artaxerxes, the issue of a decree to all the treasurers who are in the provinces beyond the river. Yea, all treasuries beyond the river, that whatever Ezra the priest, the scribe of the law of the God of heaven, may require of you, it shall be done diligently. Will you do all that the master, yea, the wise master builder upon the earth requires? Will you bring diligently up to 100 talents of silver, 100 cores of wheat, 100 baths of wine, 100 baths of oil, and salt, yea, of the beloved one, kosher salt, as needed? Yea, the covenant of David, that sure salt covenant, yea, would never see natural blood. only manna every day. Except on the Sabbath day, 'cause we got a double portion, on the preparation day. That's so you'll know to get your family ready right now. Figure out what this Sukkot thing is. It's what brings you and your sons together for 8 whole days. 7, maybe 8 or 9. I'll let you figure out how many nights y'all lay and speak of the word everlasting. Ecclesiastes 3. And talk about how all the planets turn, like the hearts of men. Whatever is commanded by the God of heaven, let it be done with zeal for the house of the God of heaven, so that there will not be wrath against the kingdom of the King and his sons. We also inform you, each of you, that it is not allowed to impose tax, tribute, or toil any longer to any of the priests, the Levites, the singers, the doorkeepers, Nehemia, or humble bondservants of the house of Yahovah. Ezra 7:24. Y'all need to go figure out what that Nethinim. Before you dig it up in your sword, you pray to Yehoshua, the everlasting Father's glory, to reveal it in Yahovah's perfect time to you. You, Ezra, according to the wisdom of Yahovah, which is in your hand now, appoint magistrates and judges, that they may judge all the people who are in, the rock and roll army, that place beyond the river. All those who know the laws of your God, and you may teach anyone who is ignorant. Anyone who is ignorant, do you hear? It's your duty. Whoever will not observe the law of Yahovah and the law of the king, let judgment be executed upon him strictly, swiftly, whether for death or for banishment or for confiscation of goods or for imprisonment. Let it always be for the glory of the everlasting Father. That the darkness upon the earth would tremble at our voice and look away at Dixieland. The King's kindness, y'all. What could it possibly be? Blessed be Yahovah, the God of our fathers, who has put as this in the king's heart, to adorn the house of Yahovah, which is in Jerusalem, and has extended loving kindness to us before the king and his counselors, yea, the 7, yea, the 70 of the 7, yea, just give me the 7. I'll let you keep the 70. Blessed be Yahovah, the God of our fathers, who has put such a thing as this in the king's heart, to adorn the house of Yahovah, which is in Jerusalem, and has extended loving kindness to us before the king and his counselors, and before all the king's mighty princes, yea, all our mighty friends. Thus we were strengthened according to the hand of mighty Yahovah, our God, yea, the God upon each of us. And we, the us, gathered, yea, leading men from Israel to go up with us, yea, fly like an eagle. Fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly like an eagle, let Yahoshua's spirit set me free. Yea, set we free. The we of us, you and I's, the eyes all around. Yea, the humble bondservants coming forth. Yea. So now the leaders have heard. Can I have an Emet? Yea, let the everlasting glory, yea, be felt in each of your hearts in this moment. That the leaders of the people, yea, that live in Jerusalem, yea, but the rest of the people, they cast lots to bring 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 to live in Jerusalem, the holy city, while 9/10 in the cities. So there were leaders there, but all the other 7,000 spirits filled with Elijah, the Mashiach, radiating in their hearts and minds, to give the everlasting to our Jewish brothers, our Roman friends, even the wisdom, yea, denied the Greeks. We offer it willingly. Yea. All you have to do is come to a miracle valley within you. Have your feet washed and commit to live a life of the living word, to make it flesh upon your heart and mind. Yea, that you in 3 years' time would be found worthy. Yea, some 3.5 even, to be found worthy just under 1,300 days or so. Who will be found worthy? Will you? And the people blessed all these men who volunteered to live in Jerusalem, the 1/10, drawn forth by lots. Now these are the heads of the provinces who lived in Jerusalem, but in the cities of Yehudah each lived on his own property in their cities: the Israelites, the priests, the Levites, the temple servants, and the descendants of Solomon's servants. The descendants of Solomon. Yea, Solomon's servants. 1 Chronicles 9. Yea, a deuce to 24. Double clutch that in the tabernacle of your mind. Some of the sons of Yehudah and some of the sons of Benjamin lived in Jerusalem. From the sons of Yehudah, iEYES, the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahaliel, of the sons of Perez, you know who you are, and Masalah, the son of Baruch, the son of Kol-Hazi, the son of Haziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Jorib, the son of Zechariah, the son of the Shilonite. Yea, draw forth your sword and dive deep with Briggs and Brown, driving deep, figuring out the character and function of all these men. Yea, then and now. These are the sons of Benjamin: Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Joed, the son of Pedaiah, the son of Koliah, the son of Masilah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Jeshua, and after him Gabel, Salel, 928. Joel, the son of Zikri, was their overseer. Yea, and Yehudah, the son of Hasanua, was second in command of that city. From the priests, Jediah, the son of Jolarib, Jachin, Sirah, the son of Hikiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Mirioth, the son of Ahitub, the leader of the house of Mariahovah, and their kingsmen who performed the work of the temple, and Adiah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Peliah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and his kinsmen, heads of fathers, 242, and Amishah, the son of Azarel, the son of Azah, the son of Meshillamoth, the son of Emir, and their brothers, valiant warriors, 128. Yea, and their overseer was Zabdiel, the son of Haggedolim. Yea, everlasting one, thank you for the living word that brings these tender morsels before the marvel of the world. Yea, in your perfect time, Father, never our own. Yea, let each willing vessel receive patience to wait on the wings of the eagle. Yea, that your strength for 1,000 years would be made manifest this very day. Now y'all go back in 11 with Nehemia and study chapter 11 and the names of each one of these men in their sections, in their seasons, and see the way of everlasting that's revealed before your eyes by the Son that reveals the mystery language of everlasting to whom He chooses. Many are called, few are chosen. So study the word with your e-sword. Nehemiah 11 with Nehemia. And pray that the priests and the Levites who return to Jerusalem with Zerubbabel perform their perfect work in the Father's perfect time. Now these are the priests of the Levites who came up with Zerubbabel. Now I'm not going to read all these names. I'm going to know that each of you are going to study like the 12 stones unhewn placed before you this day, that you can bond two as one with the everlasting Son, Yehoshua, that He would put 6 and 6, yea, 12 stones before you, arranged just so that the burning of your circumcised ears and heart would blaze forevermore. We're going to skip down to 10 and where they talk about Yeshua. Look how they put it right there. Now, why can't they write that in the New Testament? Why does it have to be Pig Latin that we got to, if we were to, the hardest thing I ever went through in my whole life, to love Yehoshua with the same love in my heart that I had at one time for Jesus, the everlasting Son of the Bible. But when you awaken to Mystery Babylon, you see the craftsmanship of the Word. And no, Mystery Babylon, there is only one language that's not corrupt. And it's not English, y'all. It's Hebrew. the holy language. How much do you understand of it? I can't speak it. My heart longs to be with brothers that would help us all to speak the holy language forever together. Yeshua became the father, of all those sons. Look at all the priests. Look down through there, the heads of the fathers. Look at all of them. Study those names and be firmly established in the word of everlasting in your heart. That stone, that rock the builders rejected, that be you blazing upon it. A chief Levite. As for you, a Levite, the heads of the fathers, let us register them in the days of Eliasib, Joadiah, Joiada, Johanan, and Yaduah. So the priests in the reign of Darius the Persian. Darius. In the reign of the Persian. The parallel is there. Who will reveal it upon the earth? Which son of the tribe of Levi, the heads of the fathers, will be registered, have been registered in the book of the Chronicles, up to this very day of Johanan, the son of Elizahib. The heads of the Levites, look at all of them, with their brothers opposite them, two as one, to praise and give thanks as prescribed by David, the man of God. Division, a division corresponding to each division. Look at the gatekeepers keeping watch at the storehouse. Let your blessing upon them that they would never fall to temptation of mystery Babylon. You need to pray that prayer each morning too, that you would be strengthened by all the elect hosts of heaven round about you as you live and breathe this day. That these, all these elect hosts in the days of Joachim, the son of Yeshua, the son of Jozadak, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, and of Ezra, the prophet, the priest, the scribe. Now, at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levites from all their places around the earth to bring them to Jerusalem so that they might celebrate the dedication with gladness, with hymns of thanksgiving, and with songs of cymbals, harps, and lyres with strings upon the king's heart. So the sons of the singers were assembled from the district around Jerusalem and from the villages of the Netophanites, from Beth Gilgal and from fields in Geba and Asmaveth. For the singers had built themselves villages around Jerusalem. The priests and the Levites purified themselves. They also purified the people, the gates, and the wall. That's all we needed, y'all. And to understand the procedures for the temple, that tabernacle hidden deep inside, the wall. During this dedication, we had all the leaders of Yehuda come up on top of the wall, and Ezra appointed 2 great choirs, the first proceeding to the right on top of the wall toward the refuse gate. Close your eyes. Yeah. Let Yehoshua be in your heart, that 2 as one with him you can build this heaven. I read, yeah, even like the wetness of the Red Sea. Hashiah and half of the leaders of Yehuda followed them, with Azariah, Ezra, Meshullam, Yehuda, Benjamin, Shemaiah, Jeremiah, and some of the sons of the priests with trumpets. Zechariah, the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zakur, the son of Asaph, and his kinsmen, Shemaiah, Azarel, Milaliah, Gilead, Mai, Nathaniel, Yehuda, Hanani, with the musical instruments of the beloved David, the immortal man of God, and Ezra, yea, the scribe that goes before with him. At the fountain gate they went directly up the steps of the city of the beloved one, by the stairway of the wall, above the house of the beloved, to the water gate on the east. Yea, can you say, open up wide? The second choir proceeded to the left, while Ezra followed them with half of the people on the wall, above the tower of furnaces to the broad wall, and above the gate of Ephraim, by the old gate, by the fish gate, the tower of Hananel, and the tower of the 100, as far as the sheep gate, and they stopped at the gate of the guard. Then the 2 choirs took their stand in the house of Mariahovah. So did Ezra, yea, and all the eyes upon the earth, and half of the officials with us, and the priests, Eliakim, Masai, Miniam, Micaiah, Elinoah, Zechariah, and Haniah with the trumpets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with trumpets. And Maaseiah, Shemaiah, Eleazar, Uzi, Jehohanan, Malchiah, Elam, and Ezer. And the singers sang with Jezariah, leader. And on that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced because God had given them great joy. Even the women and children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard from afar. On that day men were also appointed over the chambers for the stores, the contributions, the first fruits, and the tithes, to gather into them from the fields of the cities the portions required by the law for the priests and Levites. For Yehudah rejoiced over the priests and Levites who served. For they performed the worship of their God and the service of purification, yea, together with the singers and the gatekeepers, in accordance with the commandment, yea, the command of the beloved one inside, yea, even within the sons of Solomon. For in the days of the beloved and of the days of Mystery Babylon, in ancient times, there were leaders of the singers, songs of praise and hymns of thanksgiving to God. So all Israel in the days of Zerubbabel and Nehemia gave the portions due the singers and the gatekeepers as each day required, and set apart the consecrated for the Levites, and the Levites set apart the consecrated for the sons of Aaron. Can I have an Emet? Hallelujah, Yahushua, our King. What's this? Foreigners are excluded.
Well, what kind of God would do that? I should be able to just go right in and just do whatever I want whenever I want to. What's he talking about? Oh, he's a crazy man. He don't know what he's talking about. My goodness gracious. I hope my kids don't ever hear none of this mess.
Almighty Father, let the ignorant be forgiven for all that they have done, all that they are currently doing, and all that they are going to do. For they were never created to know you, Father. Yea. They could have took the seed. They had the free choice. A seed the size of a mustard seed, the smallest of all the seeds, and yet when it's planted in the good ground, it grows and matures into the greatest of all the herbs. Yea, and the wetness of the dew rests early in the morning upon its tender branches, Yea, and after the sun comes up and is seen, the birds turn again and again and eat the grain offering, that you may never find the truth, nor live the life of everlasting upon this earth in these moments. On that day they read aloud from the book of Moshe in the hearing of the people, and there was found written in it that no Amorite or Moabite should ever enter the assembly of Mariahovah, because they did not meet the sons of Israel with bread and water, but hired Balaam against them to curse them. However, Mariahovah turned the curse into a blessing. Yea, just as he can turn your blessing into a curse. Yea, righteousness and truth are a big U and a big N and a whole lot of unrighteousness. Yea, not for many days from now. So when they heard the law, they excluded all foreigners from these lands of Israel. Tobiah was expelled, and the temple cleansed. Yea. All these Amorites and Moabites who hired Balaam to curse each of the remnant, Mystery Babylon in its entirety. That's all they do. Sharing a purse. Now, prior to this, Elisha, the priest, who was appointed over the chambers of the house of our God, being related to Tobiah, had prepared a large room for him, where formerly they put grain offerings, the frankincense, the utensils, and the tithes of grain, wine, and oil prescribed for the Levites, the singers, and the gatekeepers, and the contributions for the priests. But during all this, Ezra was not in Jerusalem, for in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes, king of Babylon, Ezra left the king and come back unto the king, had gone to the king, in and out of the door, and after some time, however, the eyes asked leave from the king, and the eyes came to Jerusalem and learned about the evil that Elisha had done for Tobiah by preparing a room for him in the courts of the house of Mariahovah. It was very displeasing to us. So we threw all of Tobiah's household goods out of the room. John Are you ready? Yohanan 2:13, and just a few more steps beyond. Yea, that how you cast, yea, how the winged elm bends in the breeze. Yea, let it be known in the mighty Father's perfect timing. Then we gave an order, and they cleansed the rooms, and the eyes returned there with the utensils of the house of mighty Yahovah, with the grain offerings and with the frankincense, yea, upon their hearts and minds. Yea, the unhewn stone having been set, the tithes restored, the eyes also discovered, mystery and discovery, that the portions of the Levites had not been given, so that the Levites and the singers who performed the service had gone away, each to his own field. So Nehemia reprimanded the officials and said, "Why is the house of Yahovah forsaken?" Then the eyes gathered around Nehemia. Gathering them all together forever, and restored them to their posts. That their pins were set and greased with ease. All Yehuda even brought the tithe of the grain, wine, and oil into the storehouses. In charge of the storehouses, Nehemia appointed Shelemiah, the priest, Zadok, the scribe, and Pedaiah of the Levites. And in addition to them was Hanan, the son of Zakur, the son of Mattaniah, for they were considered reliable. Like that big orange crate trucking right along down the highways and the byways of life. And it was their task to distribute to their kinsmen. Remember us for this, Almighty Yahovah, and do not blot out our loyal deeds, which we of us, have performed for the house of mighty Yahovah and its services. That we did it in your name, mighty Father, to be found worthy to enter in the everlasting glory. That the Sabbath day would be restored. That the Sunday worship would be in our hearts on the Sabbath day once more. So let it be in these days that we see Yehuda, some who were treading wine presses on the Sabbath day, and bringing in sacks of grain and loading them on donkeys, as well as wine, grapes, figs, and all kinds of loads, and they brought them into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. Let us admonish them on that day they sold food. And men of Tyre were living Yea. Also, men of Tyre were living there. Yea, they imported fish and all kinds of merchandise and sold to the sons of Yehuda on the Sabbath day, even in Jerusalem, that their remembrance and the unrighteousness of their family in the law of everlasting on the Sabbath day would release a sifting upon their hearts, yea, until they repent, and that the shaking of their trees would be made swift and certain, and that a hurricane be not seen upon them again, that their roots be exposed as rotten. Yea, let each true branch be grafted back in. Yea, so we reprimanded them, yea, the nobles of Yehuda, and said to them, what is this evil thing you are doing by profaning the Sabbath day? They even made a blue law, making it where you couldn't buy and sell on Sunday. You don't think that profaned the Sabbath day even more? Wait till they come and do like a red day and on, if they find anybody worshiping on Saturday, the Sabbath day, or Friday night or Saturday, yeah, it'd be like Aunt Dina down on, yeah, riding the beast in Red River. Yea, mighty Father, let the rising of this moon, yea, and the tilling of the ground become two as one. Let the tines of the blade that rips forth the earth shine as the firmament of the sun. May the sharpness be as a razor's scalpel. Yea, may the width be as top of Nehemia's wall. Yea, mighty Father, this profaning the Sabbath day, you won't find the truth in anything in Mystery Babylon, brother. Turn away from their programming. Throw away that iPhone, that original sin in your hand, that bite of good and evil, that lie and deceit of Mystery Babylon around us all, consuming us like the depths of the ocean, yea, around a great pearl found in the shell of the deep, yea, the pearl of great price. is in the greatest and grandest of shells at the bottom. Yea, the darkness of the emerald ocean. So it came about, just as it grew dark, this very day, at the gates of Jerusalem, before the Sabbath, Nehemia commanded that the doors should be shut, and that they should not open them until after the Sabbath. Yea. Then Nehemia stationed some of his servants at the gates. Yea, no load would enter on the Sabbath day. I don't see it. Do you taste it? Once or twice? Did you smell it? As the traders walked by the merchants, did they smell them? And every kind of merchandise that they carry, spending the night outside of Jerusalem? Then Nehemia warned them and said to them, why do you spend the night in front of the wall? If you do it again, I will use force against you. Shema Israel, the eyes will use force against you. From that time on, they did not come on the Sabbath day. And the eyes, yea, of Nehemia were cast upon words of commandments. Yea, once commanded the Levites that they should purify themselves. And come as gatekeepers to sanctify the Sabbath day. Without doing this, all is lost for you. You must drink nothing but living water for the next 40 days and 40 nights. Eating, do I dare say normally, for gluttons of Mystery Babylon? Eat meagerly as you learn to fast with only water, blessed by your hands, and the everlasting Father's Son in your heart. Yea, and the Father's blessing himself in the tabernacle of your mind upon the water that only you alone bless and give your family, having distilled it drop by drop, like the living word, drop by drop each day, 8 hours a day, however long willing hearts desire. Yea, willing vessels sealed for the hatch. Yea, that the Sabbath day could be rejoiced, and that loving kindness could be restored once more. let that distilled water that only you make by that little 1 gallon size, or that's the kind that I have used, water distiller. Takes about 5 hours to distill. I have done tap water, but I don't know what the evil of wicked men do in your area to Mother Earth. Around these parts I'm at, they do this fracking thing. They run up and down the road like they own it, and they suck living water out of Mother Earth and bring forth noxious gas that even the water stinks of a burning bush here. So it's been troublesome for me in doing this thing I'm telling you, but you see, their pharmakia, the wickedness of pharmakia, the sorcery, is all worked upon that water that comes out of your tap. And so you've got to find the water source and distill it yourself. Bless it with your hands upon it, and give it to your family, and drink only that day and night for 40 days and 40 nights. That the spell of Mystery Babylon can be broken, beginning on Yom Kippur with your faithfulness, your mustard seed planted this very day, brother. Oh, that the rain of revelation, as you study with us, the men of everlasting in the living word, those that hear what the Ruach is doing, yea, that we, commanding the Levites that they should purify themselves and come as gatekeepers to sanctify the Sabbath, yea, having purified themselves with distilled water only for 40 days and 40 nights, and drinking nothing but that forevermore, drinking nothing of Mystery Babylon, knowing it's only there to kill you slowly, or to take away your spiritual gift, or make you spiritually blind, a siphoning hose for their wickedness, their iniquity upon the earth. Mixed marriages are forbidden, do you hear? In these days, too, I say. In those days, Nehemia also saw that the Jews had married women from Ashdod, Ammon, and Moab. As for their children, half spoke in the language of Ashdod, and none of them was able to speak the language of Yehudah, the holy language of Hebrew, but the language of their own Mystery Babylon, of their own people. So Nehemia contended with them, and cursed them, and struck some of them, and pulled out their hair, and made them swear by mighty Yehovah, you shall not give your daughters to your sons. You shall not give your daughters to their sons, nor take of their daughters for your sons or yourselves any longer. May lightning come down and take your very soul. May the soles of your feet never be washed if you were to do such a thing. That the everlasting glory knowledge going out as water covers the sea in this moment would never be found on the beach. Yea, the shipwreck you're on for all time. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin regarding these very things? Did not these very things take him down? Yet among the nations, yea, the many nations, there was no king like him. And he was loved by mighty Yahovah, and Yahovah made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, the foreign woman, Bathsheba, caused even him to finally sin. Yeah. You got a Mississippi queen. You know what I mean. Mississippi queen. Yeah, you know what I mean. Or do you have a Louisiana Cajun queen along your left-hand side? Yeah. And Yehoshua in your heart, right hand raised, the mercy seat filled with the Father of everlasting moments for each passerby. Did not Solomon, the king of Israel, sin regarding these things? Do you not sin now, in this moment, unrepented, standing upright, respectful? Be Groovy, greatest of grandest of ones upon the earth. Those that seek death and will not find it, yea, may you find the tsunami of peace in your heart and do the perfect work. Yet among the many nations there was no king like him. And he loved, yea, he was loved. Solomon was loved by mighty Yahovah, and Yahovah made Solomon king over Israel. Nevertheless, the foreign woman caused even him to sin. Do we then hear about you, that you have committed all this great evil by acting unfaithfully against mighty Yahovah by marrying foreign women? Even one of the sons of Joadah, the son of Elisab, the high priest, was a son-in-law of Sanballat, the Horonite. So Nehemia drove him from us. Remember them, Almighty Yahovah, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and the Levites. Thus the eyes purified them from everything foreign. Thus the eyes purified from each of them everything foreign, and appointed duties for the priests and the Levites, each in his task. And the eyes arranged for the supply of wood at appointed times and for the first fruits. Remember us, O Mariahovah, for good, yea, and not the evil. Some of us, yea, were weaved, yea, thrust through the strings of the lyre, yea, in the days that have come before us, the we of everlasting.